Okay, let's go ahead and start. Do you have policies?
Yes, I did email them to you guys, which thinking back on it now, I just remember that Marge does not have the email, so.
Yep, you're right.
I unhighlighted all of the sections that were highlighted previously because those were the changes that you guys had requested. So I just made it a little bit easier to read.
Can we have them in our email?
Yes.
Let's see real quick, 'cause I have a question.
Question? Not a question. Did you bring yours?
I didn't bring mine.
I didn't need it last time,
Okay.
so I was like, I'm not
I
getting it
grabbed
this
it, and
time
I was like,
either.
nah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
I think.
Yeah, now, baby.
It was him.
Do we want to entertain the thought, because we did it with the Veterans Advisory Board, and this isn't a personal thing, but term limit for the chair and vice chair. So that way one person doesn't sit there because nobody else wants to do it. And we all want to be here. It shouldn't just be Jim sitting here for the next 10 years as the chair. That's my opinion.
Well, I will tell you that, any of this term will probably not do it.
Well, I wasn't trying to force you out.
No, I'm not talking about this year, I'm talking about the end of the
I'm going to do the BOE.
4-year, whatever it is, sign up, probably not.
You better start looking now for.
Yeah, you have to find your replacement,
I can find somebody.
Mark.
You guys would be in trouble with the one. Holy crap.
No, but seriously, just even for just discussion, we can leave it and discuss it. I think, because we did it, the Veterans Advisory Board, we put a term limit on the chair and vice chair, just, so somebody just doesn't sit there. In this case, it was, I mean, it doesn't matter who it was, but he was the chair for like 6-7 years, because nobody else wanted to do it.
You just did it with two.
Yeah.
Was that Larry? No, what
No.
was his name?
Ken Slinger.
Yeah.
Is the requirements of attendance, is that new?
What's that?
The requirements for attendance, is that new?
I have not made any changes since last season when you guys were looking at it,
I
so.
think that was precipitated by. a
Like
certain-
that one person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, if it was here, why didn't you guys act on it
He
before?
didn't- Yeah. He didn't show up, didn't call,
Oh, you're talking about board members.
and, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't have that email. And my
Found the email.
pad has been on, so I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have it either.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I don't think she sent it.
I've been looking for like 10 minutes.
It's just not
That's all I see
appearing.
is this candy.
I don't even know how to force it to go look.
To
Throw away.
just do the,
Sent it on the 5th. I had sent the agenda for the meeting and then sent a second email
Oh, this
immediately after with the.
is
policies
just
and
our
bylaws.
standard.
The last thing I had was December 8th.
Yes, this
Is it
is
on
on
the 5th?
December 5th. Yep, at 9:13 a.m. So there should have been 2 emails like back to back because I sent the agenda and then realized I forgot to attach the policies, and so I sent a second email with that. Here, you know what I can just do? You know,
Hang on,
Send it?
hang on.
yeah, I was gonna send it again.
Francesco and Goldie Lucciarelli.
Lucarelli,
Yeah. That's what I got.
on the 8th.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I just sent it again.
okay. Something just came in.
Wow.
Open new message.
No, don't do it.
It's being recorded.
Well, since you mentioned it, if you didn't see the email, we did get a request to reconvene from Francesco Lucarelli. And the reason that he chose was number 7, but it's one of those ones where you forward it to the Department of Revenue for them to determine if the board may convene. So I have forwarded it to Department of Revenue. I have not gotten a response yet. That only just happened like 2 days ago.
They're not real quick on those two.
So we'll see what they say. I let the petitioner know that we had to wait for Department of Revenue's determination before any other steps can be taken, so they're aware.
What was item 7, just off the top of your head? Generally, I'm not asking you to quote it,
It's, no, I don't
because
even
usually it's either, somebody died in my family,
Yeah,
immediate
it's,
family, or they lost the mail. That's what E.
I think you're thinking of a late filing
Okay,
good cause
yeah,
waiver. This one is a request to reconvene
Reconvene.
because he received his, change of value notice for this year, and he says that he did not receive his change of value notice from last year. And when he received this year's, he saw the assessed
Oh, the
value of
last year's.
last year's, and last year he was assessed at like 1 or 2 point something million dollars, and this year he is assessed at 800,000.
So he's saying last year should have been 800,000.
Yes,
Fair
so the
argument.
reason that he chose was that the assessor or taxpayer requests a reconvening and makes a prima facie showing that the property was overvalued by 100%. Department of Revenue's preferred criteria for determining 100% value of operation are, and then it lists other stuff. But he has
He has a pretty strong case.
Yeah, it sounds like it. See, a lot of what would happen too, though, potentially could happen, is the Department of Revenue approves it, sends it back, and then, you set up the whole thing, and then they make an agreement.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing just goes away. Just gotta go through the process to make it happen.
Did you find your email yet?
I did, yeah, it came in.
Yeah, it's there.
She's on a roll today, I'm telling you.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, not me.
So once the board retreat, where's the Christmas party?
Yeah.
Like, we don't get any of that stuff?
Christmas party. Is that my job?
Yes?
Oh, well, I didn't plan one.
You still got time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Just make sure I have it all planned for our next meeting.
Tomorrow.
Property purchased in 23 for $935.
Okay, yeah, the Department of Revenue is gonna approve it. I can tell you that right now, just from hearing the numbers. It'll go from 935 to 2 million back to 800,000.
Yeah.
Something happened. And they make mistakes. I mean, I don't defend them on that.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
When he says current assessment, it's his 2024 assessed value was the 2.5 million. His 2025 assessed value is,
800.
I want to say it's 800,000.
And he's okay with that, right? Is that what you
I
said?
think so. He would, yeah, I think he had said
His
he saw
issue is
his
from last
last
year,
year's,
yeah.
yes, but that he didn't,
That makes sense.
he doesn't remember ever seeing or receiving the change value notice, but then he got his tax statement and he got this statement and was like, hang on
Whoa.
now. Yeah. Because I think he lives in like Kirkland or something. He doesn't live in Grant County, so.
One thing I will say, the assessor's office, ours is, anyways, they're real good about tracking like return mail. They know exactly, if they send their notice to you, they get it back, they document it, they got it back, and they keep it on file. So, I mean, they should have that, but the overvalue thing, that's.
Yeah, that
I
pretty
think
much.
they have, if those numbers are correct, sounds like they have a reasonable argument.
Unless it's wrong this year or
He
last year,
didn't,
then
he
he would
didn't
have,
include
yeah.
all- he didn't
Right?
include all of that stuff. Probably just
But once again, that's the Department of Revenue's call, not ours.
Yeah, after they approve it, then he'll have to
Yeah,
provide
then
stuff,
we
right?
get all the documents. And
Well, so I am a little fuzzy on the process when it comes to the requests to reconvene. And so I just sent him just that form, because I figured we'll just start with that, because it does not say anywhere that I saw that they have to turn in a petition also.
Right,
And so, okay, so I
you're
was,
just asking the Department of Revenue authority to have another hearing that's out of normal, basically.
okay, so then if the Department of Revenue says, yes, the board may reconvene, then we have him fill out the petition and
Yep,
turn
he
it
has to
all
fill out a
stuff?
petition and then it's a normal,
Standard.
everything's processed, but it's already they don't have to, you're not gonna worry about the actual specific reason, because you already have it.
Gotcha, okay,
Nicely done.
sometimes. Sometimes not, when I have to go, look through all of the petitions I've sent to see what their reasons are.
Most of them are okay, but the ones, yeah. And then you just have to make a decision, do you wanna send them back and say give them a chance to resend it in, or do you wanna call them and, tell them the reason that, my tax is too high. That's not a valid reason.
It's not fair. Oh, sorry.
So then, some of them, I've accepted it and sent them the letter and done whatever, so then,
You're there.
do I just, well, we just schedule them a hearing and just go? Or do I send a letter saying like, upon further review, yada, 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 you can either correct it or withdraw, or what?
We wanna change that since March isn't anymore.
Probably, yeah.
That's kind of a you call, How much work do you wanna put in this?
If the petition has already been given a number, do you guys still want me to proceed with the hearing? Even if the specific reason is not sufficient?
I believe, because I ran into this once before, and feel free to check on it, that once you've given that petition number, they've got a valid petition.
Okay.
We're kind of stuck there. But you're not gonna have too many that are like that. I mean, most of them are gonna, my assessed value went up too much. That's a valid reason. My tax is too high, not a valid reason, because we have nothing to do with taxes, And then you have to make the decision, this is where Barb's struggle too, is do you wanna spend the time to send it back to them and say, hey, this was not a good reason, give them the chance to give them a reason, or do you wanna just fix it? If they had, you gotta kind of feel, I'm not saying do their work, that's the thing you gotta be careful of.
When you were the clerk, if somebody had turned in a petition, like let's just say on the last day, and their reason was not good enough, do you give them that timeline? Of
Absolutely.
Like, okay,
Give them a chance to fix it, hey, I got this, and it's not, a lot of times, especially the last day they're bringing it to the counter, you can, right there, I won't accept this, that's not a valid reason. And a lot of times you can just call,
alright, so there are 6, I believe, that are currently sitting on my desk for me to look through. Counting those 6, yeah, we're at 35 petitions that we've received so far. Of those 35, 2 of them are the Lamb Weston that have been withdrawn. And then Rocky Butte is not Fox Rothschild, it's Colvin and Hallett.
Yep.
So,
Cool. That's not bad. We're, 10 days, we're a third of the way into it. We got 35 basically, give or take.
I'm gonna send mine in.
You're gonna get a whole bunch last week.
yeah,
And unfortunately, right now, they're just telling people file an appeal. They're not even talking to them. They call screaming about filing an appeal. Because that's how they get the time to fix it. So
then I did just have one, and I have not assigned it a number or anything yet. She turned it in because the assessor's office had said they would reevaluate, but that petition needed to be started first, and the person put on there that the assessor's office told them to fill out the petition.
See, I would take that as a valid reason, to me,
Okay,
the assessor, because right there, they said, and
Yeah.
that's something we would weigh, because right there, the assessor said, we probably made a mistake.
okay.
I said, weigh, I didn't say necessarily go the other way.
No, I agree.
Oh,
Well, the policies and bylaws, so it's discussion about term limit for the chair and vice chair. Was there any,
what do you guys think? I just, and that was just personal experience with the Veterans Board.
What's the time limit?
Do like a 2-year term limit,
2 years?
so, you know, I'll just pick on you because you're the chair, you know.
No,
Jim
no,
just-
I get, I said, what term limit are you suggesting?
Oh, I just threw 2 out, I mean, that's, you know.
half your term, isn't it?
Huh?
Aren't you four-year terms? What are your guys' terms?
I believe that 4 years.
4-year
So
appointments,
yeah, I
yeah,
think
so.
half your term on the board could be
Well,
the,
potentially, you know, Jim can do it 2 years, then you can do it 2 years, then Jim can do it 2 years, you could do that.
Just go back and
But
forth,
yeah,
just
I mean,
rotate?
I've just noticed on a lot of the boards, they get real stagnant if, you know, nothing against the left board, I like Gene, but, you know, and he
Yeah.
runs a good board, but it gets stale.
Very.
Is my
That's good
thoughts.
to me. Is that motion?
I would move, we put a 2-year term limit on the chair and the vice chair, starting next year.
Since we've already
Yeah,
voted
we've
or,
already voted and everything.
I'll second.
Okay, we need more discussion. Call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Want to add that to this before we sign?
yes,
Okay.
have this
Would you
updated.
agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it aye? Nope, yeah.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to write you off. You got 2 more years if you want it.
Does the alternate member get to be?
We vote on it every year.
No.
So in theory, he could, in 1 year, could be out anyways, because we want you
An
to,
alternate?
you know, I mean, it could happen that way.
Ah, see.
And Marge has said that she likes doing it, but she's got times that she's gonna be gone, so we'll make sure that you are notified. Do you have any scheduled time at this point in time?
May.
No.
Mhm.
So,
I will probably be gone at least 2 weeks and possibly 3.
Where you going this
I'm going,
crazy?
yeah,
With your granddaughter?
no,
Oh.
on a transatlantic cruise,
Oh, ooh.
and I'm not sure about that.
2
Have
weeks.
you ever done a cruise?
I've done cruises, but I have not been on the water as long as it's gonna take me to get from point A. We're leaving Fort Lauderdale and our first stop is the Azores. So 6, 7 days
No.
in reality, if I was making the arrangements and I was gonna be gone for a week, I would wanna be somewhere where I could see things every day instead of water, you know. But I think I'm missing the point of an actual cruise,
That's a long time.
relaxation, yes, yeah. And I would rather be, you know,
Doing stuff.
seeing things, you know. I mean, we're
We
gonna
gotta
also
do
go
it.
to Portugal and Spain, which is great, but it's gonna take a week to get there.
Well, it's gonna be a long vacation.
Yeah,
6 or 7 days to get to the Azores?
6 days, I think. The 7th
Wow.
day, I think we're in the Azores.
That seems long.
Then we go on to,
That's 2 weeks to get from
Portugal.
Florida to Gibraltar.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Went to Iraq.
Well, yeah, but
I think it was cooking.
Yeah, but they're not doing 25 or 30 knots.
No, they were like 16.
Yeah, because I think.
just makes me a little nervous.
What cruise lines?
Disney.
Oh, my God.
That's good.
So there's another reason I'm a little nervous,
Lots of kids.
Tons
Yeah.
of little rugrats.
but we'll see.
Think of it this way.
I've never done it.
You two can go down the water slide.
Yeah.
You too will.
No, that's probably
Just
not a good idea
Cautionary tale.
for
Some of the
somebody.
water slides that they had, you know, the tubes,
And they have them on this
guy ended
ship.
up coming out the bottom.
Off the
Fell
cruise?
through the tube? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Wouldn't be my thing either.
She's going ziplining.
I've done zip lining.
I like ziplining.
I did zip lining in Costa Rica.
Yeah, you should make it.
I would like to go hang gliding too. I don't want to necessarily jump out of an airplane though, for some reason.
I wanted to, and then I got scared.
I just
Like,
don't
nope,
think I
not
could
doing
do
that.
that. But
I think you jump out of a-
I could do zip line or
Military.
hang
I like
gliding.
perfectly good airplanes. And I said it.
C-17 is a perfectly good airplane. Right. Are
So,
we have all the paperwork you need to do?
I have the authorization for the clerk to sign. Was there anything else on the
what about our
policies,
travel
bylaws, any of that? Not today, it'll be tomorrow.
for our meeting? Oh, you can do it tomorrow. Okay.
And then I'll have you
Anything
sign.
else to change in here? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
We'll
Yeah.
sign
Just
tomorrow
get me off of vice chair.
Right.
then. And put her on chair.
Get me out there.
Yeah.
Get me out there.
Cool.
Then, so there were a couple of things that we had talked about before. One of them, taxpayer hearing notice letter. We had talked about the confirmation of attendance thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got two here. I have, this top one is the way that it reads now. The second one is with the changes that I made, and really I just moved that section up and like,
Made it bolder.
yeah, so it's directly below the hearing date and time, so then your eyes don't stray too far. And it's vague, like it says it's being requested, but it's underlined there that, you know, failure to whatever, to RSVP, your hearing may be moved subject to the needs of the board. So,
'Cause I'm sure you making a phone call to all these people just takes up a lot of
it's
Especially the
unnecessary
day of
time.
hearings.
Yeah,
yeah, took up quite a bit of Barb's time, and
yeah,
I would just like.
And it-
They've got to have some personal responsibility.
exactly, exactly.
They're adults.
Yeah, exactly.
They're old enough to own a
What date are we
house.
putting
Yeah,
on?
really.
What are we giving them, a week? or-
I don't know, I was trying to think like, really how far in advance can you RSVP for something? I thought maybe put like a 2 weeks prior kind of date, but then I was like, I could just have it be the same day that your evidence is due. You should be RSVPing, 'cause, you know, if you're gonna turn something in anyways, turn it in,
Exactly.
RSVP at the same time. But I wanted your guys' input on that also.
Okay, so,
I like that. That's
That
actually.
sounds good.
well,
Yeah,
here's the other side of it, I guess. If somebody turns their paperwork in and they say, yes, I'm gonna attend, and then something happens in the interim between the time they're scheduled, or that it comes in, you're gone. You don't have the guarantee at that point in time. Something happened to them, you know,
But you're gonna have that with any number of days you set up.
right, but I mean, I was thinking maybe 3 or 4 days prior to, their hearing, they could text you or something like that.
They
You don't
can't
want
text
anything
me.
texting.
They can't text me, we don't have a,
Well, they could email you that way it's documented, but, I mean, whatever.
but if they want to show up, they need to set, just like you'd set a doctor's appointment, you know, you're, in
A
2
court
weeks,
date.
I have to be there at such
I
and
keep
such
going
a
back to
time.
We should be similar to the courts, you know, I mean, when you show up, you know, your notices, you get 21 business days.
You know when you're supposed to be
Yeah.
there.
you know, you can't call the court the day before and say, I'm not gonna be there, can I reschedule? Yeah, sure.
Well, you know, it says here, because attendance is not mandatory at the hearing, rescheduling will not be permitted. So,
Which,
I mean,
which that was another one, so that says in there, right, rescheduling will not be permitted. In the policies, that first page, requests to reschedule. The board has determined that all requests for rescheduling of hearings must be completed at least 72 hours in advance of the hearing due to time requirements for public notification. And that was something that we had, yeah, it was something we had pulled from a different county. I think most of these are things we pulled from a different county. And this one, it says here that hearings are scheduled months in advance, requests for rescheduling are considered on a case-by-case basis and are for emergent situations only, not for convenience. Recognize that emergent situations do arise and will be addressed on an individual basis, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not saying that you guys will reschedule, but it does kind of clash with what's in that note saying that rescheduling is not allowed. So, I mean, we could very easily just add something on that letter saying rescheduling
For
maybe permitted.
situations.
Let's take this paragraph and put it in here. This paragraph right here.
The
Request
request reschedule,
Yeah, that's good. Read it.
that one?
And take the because attendance is not mandatory. And then add whatever in that paragraph that
You're gonna be-
needs to be.
You're gonna be going on to 2 pages for that. I don't know how much you care about that, but my only thought on that is that if you get to be too long on that letter, they're not gonna read it.
You'll lose them.
Nobody reads anything anyways. They
many
call you
people read
to
it
ask
anyway?
like, what's on this letter that I
Exactly.
received? I'm like,
So
why
we
not
gotta
read
keep
it?
it concise, straightforward. So I mean, I would add something like requests to reschedule may be considered for emergent situations only,
Bingo.
or something like that.
That
And
works.
then, and because your guys' policies after you approve them will be on your webpage
Right.
for people to view. So if somebody
Oh,
wanted to
what
read
you
through
just
it-
said.
Yep. I agree.
I missed it. Say it again.
Say again?
Say again. We'll have it say on that letter, request to reschedule may be considered for emergent situations only.
Only, yeah.
So we need to take the.
Will
first
not
line
be
out,
rescheduled, yeah.
basically? Or
What was the first one I said?
because attendance is not mandatory at the hearing, rescheduling will not be permitted. At least the not be permitted would be taken out.
Yeah, we'll just cut that and say rescheduling may be considered for emergent situations only.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, may be considered.
I like may.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you can bold it or
Yep.
or underline it,
Not
whatever you wanna
shall.
do.
And then I'll probably underline for emergent situations only also.
Right.
Okay.
I had a Tuesday.
My cat has a haircut that day.
Best friend's brother's cousin's roommate's goldfish's birthday.
Yours too?
Okay.
Then the last
She's lost control.
thing I have, I am going to.
I'm sure
So
Barb warned her that would happen.
Yeah.
last year, I made this, little BOE fuel prep guide thing. And we had gone over the whole thing. I pulled all the information like from our website, from DOR's thing, and just made it into a really pretty colorful piece of paper for people to be able to read. And I know that,
Send it to, our ex-member.
oh, yes, to Brandon Douglas. I'm printing it now, but I know at the end of the last session here, you guys were talking about making some sort of prep guide that tells people like what kinds of documents or like the criteria for comparable sales or something like that to be made available to the taxpayers. So I've not done that because we have this one and this one I put the examples that were listed by the Department of Revenue. Oh.
Why is
all
the
legal
printer
size
so far
paper?
away?
Is there not any regular? No
Smallest
paper?
thing in his office. The one person that works.
There's
in
a
this
drawer
place-
full of bottles of
Yeah,
water.
This much room in the desk.
There's what?
Doing
They
it
used
for
to
a
have the
bigger,
clerk's desk back in the corner.
oh, that's why. It wouldn't be that much trouble to move the printer over here.
No, but where would you put it? You gotta put another desk, now you more room, you're in front of the
You got no
door.
paper?
It's all legal size, like the big, okay, so you know we're gonna do
Put it
so.
on the screen.
That's what we're doing instead.
I know.
Well, that's a good way to get rid of it.
It's absolutely terrible, and I hate to have it anymore.
So.
I don't want to have to carry it home.
So I have the requirements and all of this stuff, whatever, there's all the basic stuff that's on the DOR thing, but like I have here does not consider, right, the amount of tax. And this section here is all, it's from that DOR page of
Okay.
what they consider. All the basic.
And stop. So you gotta kind of chuckle. They will not consider
Yeah.
a percentage of increase. They will not consider assessments of other properties. It's like, read that, people.
They will not consider.
Yeah. The amount of tax.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, people. Thank you.
Why is it the percentage amount of assessment increase?
Because you can't file an appeal saying, my taxes went up 50%. Or my assessment went up 50%.
My assessment.
I
Yeah.
just have to say the value that it went up
Okay, so what are you basing your argument off? Yeah, it went up.
from last year's?
But whatever, 50% is probably a high number, but you know, whatever. You have to have some,
Not as high as you think, yeah.
but you have to have a valid reason, saying the assessment went up, you know, I mean.
Oh, okay, so that's not a reason. I mean, you're
Those
looking
are
at,
not the
gonna
reasons.
consider-
Yes.
so this guy is saying that his assessment has increased over $1 million and last year's wasn't. So isn't that what he's using though? The amount of the assessment?
But Dave showed they made an error, because they went, bought it for 750, they went to 2 million, then they went back to 8. I mean, it's like, if the numbers are all correct. Being recorded.
But they are using that amount of the assessment though. So I thought you use that, the
But
amount of the assessment.
The board doesn't, our board doesn't consider it.
we don't consider the amount of tax. We don't consider the percentage amount of assessed increase. We don't consider the assessment of other people's properties.
Like.
Those are the things we
But
don't.
we do,
So,
because we
but-
do comparables.
But if I come to you and say, my house increased by 200%, the board would not go, well, if it increased by 200%, then that's it, you know, well, it needs to be
But you're doing
decreased.
comparable values, not comparable assessments. See, I mean, it's kind of splitting hairs, but you really gotta get into that, because it's talking assessed value, not the tax value.
You have control of this document?
Yes.
Can you bold the deadline to file?
Yes, I also have it in bright red here on both pages, so I can.
I'm just thinking of bolding it along with the bright red, hopefully they'll see it.
Wait, where are you?
Talking about the red box,
I was talking about the red box,
make the letters yellow basically.
Right there
or something, yeah.
on the
Does
deadline to
that
file.
form go in with your assessments?
When people pick up a petition from me, I give them a copy of this form, or like if they ask for me to mail them a hard copy, I put a copy of this in there. It's, I think the one that's linked on the site is, yeah, the one that's on the site links to the Department of Revenue's page, because then it's, you know, straight, like there's a Department of Revenue thing.
So this is just kind of assistance to anybody that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Anybody that
to
grabs
help
it.
them
And
out.
I've been calling it, when I tell people, I've been calling it just a quick reference guide. And
Nice.
telling them it's not an extensive, it's just a quick reference guide. So this
This
is,
is not the law.
right, so this first page is just the requirements. And I put on smaller bit there that separate petition must be completed for each appealed parcel. Cause I remember that happened to Barb, I think last year, once or twice, somebody did one petition and listed like 3 parcels.
Oh, yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Happens every year.
And so then the second page of this is evidence. And again, this is information I pulled from the Department of Revenue's form and the BOE website. And so like examples of documentary evidence to support your petition. And I mean, I've got, here I can
No, you're fine.
okay.
I just want to lean forward.
Glasses wouldn't help on this.
So this is just,
Written cost to cure.
Yeah.
From licensed contractors.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Not, yeah,
Not
there's
from
a
Liz
list of
Brothers?
each hardware, those windows are gonna cost me.
Yeah, I got a list right here, but, yeah, from the licensed contractor documenting damage. Yeah.
It takes a lot to beat the assessor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then, and you know, all this little housekeeping stuff, don't give me a shredded picture of your grandpa's house from 18 years ago or whatever, you know.
Can I make a recommendation for you, just from having done this? Go back down, up a little bit, just a touch. I would accept 8.5 by 11 only. I'd take that out, I'd say only, because,
And yeah, with that, no confusion.
Okay,
I mean, that's just my opinion for you, because.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine. Well,
It's, you start dealing with copying and you wait till the guy, you know, Joe Blow sends you 60 photos, paper clipped together.
Right.
And you gotta scan them all.
Well, they're less than 8.5 by 11.
Just a recommendation.
okay.
Uh,
I think-
That's your call if you want to accept it.
Well, I think we just put no, should be on this size paper, no larger than legal. And I think that we just put legal because somebody, the data center? I don't even remember, there's
That's
some
fine.
reason.
No, it was just a
Yeah, I
thought.
can definitely. I put 8.5 by
Just leave
11. No.
It wasn't that big a deal. I was trying to save you some headache. Oh, that's good. Nice job.
So then I guess the question is, you guys have talked about having that, some sort of form or something.
To help a little bit.
Yeah, to explain like what a comparable sale is, or to explain what, you know, give a better explanation. And so I guess my question is, do you guys still want to do that, or do you feel that this is sufficient? Or,
No, it's fine.
I like it.
I think I like it too.
I mean, and we can take a look at it next year, you know, get some feedback.
And you're sending one of those with everyone, so.
that I deliver, yeah. So if they ask me to mail them a hard copy, I put one of these in there.
Or
If
give
they,
it to the counter.
yeah, or if they ask for me to email it to them, I say, here's the petition, and also attached is this quick reference guide, and
Nice job.
it's all ADA compliant, in case you were wondering. For all the letters and the colors. and
Is
all
your
that.
guys' website ADA compliant?
It is, I believe.
That was a big push here a couple years ago.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. That,
Nicely done.
I.
It is tomorrow.
Start looking through petitions, so I can at least warn you guys how many you've received that are taxes.
The big thing, just my opinion, the big, you just want to catch the guy, you know, it's not fair, my taxes went up. I will swear to you, you'll have the same guy file saying, because he's gonna go look at Missy McKnight's value. And hers went down, and he's gonna quote what hers went down in his appeal. So. It's just, you wanna screen out the garbage, that's kinda what you're doing. What else you got there, boss?
Anything else on the agenda?
Yeah, I think.
We have nothing.
Marge always has something.
No, I think that might help a lot.
I think so too.
It's better than,
Did you wanna clear that with Brandon before you actually send it out?
Friendly reminder that we are being recorded.
I apologize if I offended anyone.
He doesn't have time to show
we're
up.
supposed to be here at 11 tomorrow. And then, are we gonna be here till 2? You said, you told me that your time said 11 to 2, and I thought, are we really gonna be here that long?
Oh,
Okay.
Probably 3.
3 minutes, and it's gonna be like a left
It's
meeting.
gonna be left.
It's gonna be short, but
Okay.
we're gonna have the assessor's office in, so.
Yes, and I have the note from you back in September to have them go over what they put in the staff report so the board can understand their values. That was the note that I have.
What's it mean?
If I remember this correctly, she had said that there was something about the staff reports that the assessor's office provides you guys that you were wanting more explanation on. But that was all the note said was
And you have to be careful of that.
have
I know
appraiser.
where I'm gonna go with
I
that.
do know where you're going with it.
You can't tell the assessor's office how to do, because then we're coaching them on how to.
No,
Do
I think there was something that they put in there that you guys just wanted like clarification on, like what it means, I think.
Okay,
to
that makes sense.
To understand their values. Maybe it was the charts? Hang on, I have petition numbers. She put petition numbers that were examples of
Barbara actually did a good job.
what is what.
She's so happy that she's not
She
doing
doesn't have to deal with us.
Caitlin's job.
She doesn't like
2024,
conflict, so therefore.
It's really hard for her.
She loves it.
I bet you she was, when she was young.
A
She's
handful?
young.
You think?
A handful, yes.
What do you mean when she was young?
She's still
Well, I
young.
mean, when she was like high school and college,
I think it was the sales comparison grid that you guys were wanting. That you guys were wanting more explanation on, like how it works.
Oh, yes. The numbers in the sales comparison, yes.
Okay,
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
now I remember.
Yep. You understand what we're talking about? In the sales comparison, down below,
Okay.
you have the subject parcel, and then you have
Example 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, or
And
6,
then
7, and 8.
the red, what does the red mean? What does the
Okay,
black
yep.
mean? So on and so forth.
I
Yeah.
have it if you want me to put it on the screen.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, keep it for tomorrow.
It's never up there. Okay, yes, I have that note for tomorrow.
All right.
That'll be on the agenda for tomorrow. Is
Yeah.
our only item? So the assessors are gonna be here?
Assessors will be in here, and it's usually a pretty good discussion, so.
Missy for sure, and I think Matt's gonna try.
If I was to guess, there'd be a challenge for the assessor's office. Next year, whatever it is. I could be wrong.
Or Melissa's job?
I'm not saying nothing no more.
Would you like to close the meeting?
Yep.
When could we potentially hear our first case? Our first appeal, I should say. Just-
I can shoot for March.
Didn't you say it was?
Well, it's
Late April?
25 or 10% of last year's. At that point, she has to schedule, which is required by law.
Okay,
Oh, okay, well, there you go. At that point, I have to
I
schedule.
usually just, I waited about a month, month and a half talking to them, because you'll start getting you'll start getting the assessor's responses, and you get a feel, once you start getting 10, 20 of them, start scheduling them.
Okay.
That's what I did.
So, yeah, I
But I do
probably,
know that it used to be 25 or 10%.
Sounds like it.
Cool.
Should accomplish something. 25 or 64.
10 to 4. 10 to 4, 6 to 1, 5 to 6.
25 or 64.
anything else, Mr. Chair?
Omaha.
Said anything else, Mr. Chair?
I don't think so. Did you want me to sign, or are you going to bring this back tomorrow? We'll get signatures.
I'll bring it back tomorrow. Sign this. Last time you guys moved to adjourn, do you want to move to adjourn again, or do you want that to not be a thing?
I move to adjourn.
I don't want it to be a thing.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So how will we know when we are adjourning though?
Well, now you have to, because you guys moved it.
Yeah.
You moved second and did voted.
Now you
Well, I
got to do
think
it.
he second you, not
No,
wanted it to be a
second.
thing.